let me say this
You
because
got some
I've
problems.
not been a director, but I am a chef. So I have gone 12-hour days where I don't use the bathroom. I don't eat. I don't stop working the
Yeah,
entire 12
Saeed's
hours.
selfish because he's not being able to put himself in somebody else's shoes right now.
No,
It's
the other
it
part that
is
was
He
great
it
gets
is
it.
it
is
He
is
just
when
has
not
his
I most
old.
of the time.
for me and what I know from for working is like no, that shit is common. Like for like you're just busy. You don't have time. And if I do have a second, I do pick up my phone. The last thing I'm responding to is the long shit I have to read. If somebody sends me a funny GIF, I might give a little laughing emoji response because that's all the time I have.
Now, the other part though is with some of these leagues, I tell people, hey, look, I'm looking for people who really want to do this, who are going to be quick with drafting, who's going to do this and that, and everybody's all gung ho. Yeah, yeah, that's me, that's me. And they join. It's like, oh man, come on, do your rush me like I'm doing this and that, and I'm just like, yo, bro, you said this
But
is what
your
you were
this
about.
and that are like life important things
No,
for
no.
these
My,
people.
my thing is, if you wanted picks to be made in 30 minutes, make the pick clock 30 minutes.
No,
Yeah.
see, that's my problem, right?
Yeah.
Because
That's my whole thing is if you
one, I'm
guys
not the
wanted quick picks,
I wasn't the
make it
commissioner
a
till
quick clock.
today. Now I'm a commissioner now because that dude was bitching.
Oh
You should
shit!
have saw what
You're the
happened in Grapevine.
commissioner
Oh,
now.
I was
Saeed's the
busy.
commissioner now.
A different
You should
league.
have saw what
Oh
happened.
god!
But in any case, no, no, no. I'll make it a 4 hour clock. But in any case, um, it's the but my thing is when people say that, that means hey, I'm purposely taking the time because I can. If you want to pick, if you want the pick to be 30, see, if I put it to a 4 hour clock, I need to see all these people that say they don't have time auto drafting. Because if you're not auto drafting, then you're a fucking liar. You're a
This is my
fucking liar.
thing.
You're just
If
doing it
you
because you can make everybody else wait, and you
no,
want to make everybody else
bro,
wait.
no one cares that much. No one's actively making people wait. That's the
If it's
disconnect I
important to you
see.
to get there, if it's a 4 hour clock, then yeah,
No,
you
if I
are.
know it's a 4 hour clock and I can make that commitment, I will keep my commitment. If it is a 24-hour clock and I know for a fact I can make this pick within 24 hours, I'm going to keep to that commitment. That's the
All
thing.
right.
The
So
commitment I made for this league is a 24-hour clock. I am going to
how
try to
long
make
did
my
it
pick as
take you
fast
to
as I
make your
can,
pick?
but
How many hours did it take you to make your pick?
me, I made a pick this morning, so
Over
22
22.
hours maybe.
22 hours is wild.
No, it's not. I was busy yesterday.
You have 5 minutes in 22 hours.
No,
Shit,
I
dog.
didn't. Like, I did not
You
have
took a shit.
time. I did not have time to look at who's available because on my team field these fucking trade offers that Corey keeps sending me
No,
and
ignore Corey,
decide.
dog. Nigga, the non-Corey's trade offers. Them shits 90% of the time they ass.
I've liked a few. Most
So
of them
from
not.
from the time that you actually sat down to do it, how long did it take you to make your pick?
Maybe like 20 minutes.
That's a decent block of time.
Yeah. I mean, forget the point that after the
It's
first
strange
round
to
is
me it took you
garbage.
20 minutes, but
But
that's okay.
You said what?
It's strange it took you 20, but that's okay.
there's a couple of guys. There's just between the different leagues. There's a couple of guys I've been paying attention to.
And
And
I'm
trying
not.
to see where they
I
fall and
don't begrudge
yada yada
anybody
yada.
for taking 20 minutes if they're like looked at and they're having a hard time between players. I just think it's strange though.
I mean, that's
And this
fine.
is what I was gonna say. I was gonna talk about later, Chris. Is I'm somebody that kind of like almost always in every situation I know what I want. I rank things. I rank almost everything in my life. I rank them, so I know what I want almost all the time. You ask me, I'm
You
gonna answer.
realize you're in the minority then.
Like when, but it always has frustrated me throughout my life when people don't know what they want, and when quote unquote girls and quote unquote know what they wanted. Like I don't know if I want a relationship. We did it. That's fine. Like just tell me what you want. I don't give a fuck what we do, but just let me know what you want. Like
Right, but
or
the
my
majority
friends,
of the people don't
like
know
why
what they
don't you know
want.
what you want? You don't know your life. You don't know yourself.
Half of the people walking around here don't have an inner monologue. What are you expecting
Yeah,
from
that's
these
very
guys?
true. Most people don't have thoughts in their head, so you gotta,
I don't know if I do.
they can't see the apple.
I'm not sure. I can definitely see the apple, but I don't know if I have an inner monologue, and I just kind of just know. I'm like, yo, dude, like, what do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want? What do you want all the time? Like, so when people say, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, well, as a kid, I had a thing, and these things change or whatever, but I kind of always knew, like, okay, if you asked me at any point, I had an answer. It wasn't just like me sitting there thinking and staring at the sky. An
Right.
answer was coming very quickly. That's almost about everything in my life. So it's very hard for me, and I try to understand people, but it's very hard for me to understand, like, how do you not know yourself? You're a person, right? You live. You know what you like. You know what makes you happy, don't
All
you?
right. So when you say to yourself, "What do you want?" Is there a voice in your head that comes along with that thought?
Yeah, I start thinking like I think
All
so.
right, then you have an inner monologue.
I can hear myself in my head saying, "I want this."
You have an inner monologue. There's a half of the people walking around on this planet that don't have that.
Mhm.
Super.
You think they know what they want?
Yeah, you should. You're a person.
Last time on the Shadows Echo.
Oh.
What?
What I totally I don't even know what was happening anymore. I stopped listening. What
Inner
was that last
monologues. Do you have an inner monologue or not? Do you know what you want? If you don't have an inner monologue, you should. You're a person.
So last time on the Shadows Echo.
Last time on the Shadows Echo, the Misfits took their gamble to see if Davina could talk the Lich Michael out of intervening with the Vezeric plan. Through a well-orchestrated plan of bags of holdings and Midas's genie ring, the entire Misfit crew was able to come with Davina, and Davina go by herself to speak with Michael. She instead met his first disciple, Basset Ra, a fallen high priest of Amon Ra. Through a long, well-organized, well-rolled conversation between Basset Ra, Michael, her father, and her brother, Davina was able to offer up her existence in exchange for giving Michael his life back and his soul back. The plan and the play being to make Michael an ally. She believes to have successfully done this. She has gotten his word that the Misfits will be treated as friends and protected and not attacked, and that he will not seek revenge. He will not seek revenge on the Misfits that he thinks may have gotten Jericho killed. One second. Yeah, so Davina made that choice of her own accord, full mind, and afterwards sat the Misfits down around on a grassy knoll around a campfire and told them that she'd be leaving. Told them her true identity, her lineage, and what it meant for her to ascend to the stars, as it were, as she became one of the eastern stars in the sky, northeastern. The Misfits are left with the Michael problem seemingly solved, and one party member down, as well as an amulet of health left behind, and a +1 battle axe and a +1 dagger, and of course all the memories.
What?
Dagger, and all the great memories had and shared with one Davina. We'll just say the Misfits go home, and we'll pick up from there. This happened early morning, so at this point, we'll say it's maybe 12 p.m.
I bury her armor.
Well, hold on. Didn't she carry us home?
No, she stopped
Back
at
in the ring?
She stopped at a grassy knoll.
Oh, yeah, the grassy knoll.
Yeah, so you are now back home.
What happened to her armor and all that? Her weapons.
I said it's there. The armor is regular armor. The battle axe is +1, the dagger is +1. So when she ascended, her magical items did not come with her. So that would be the battle axe, the dagger, and the medallion. The medallion is a medallion of health, which puts your constitution modifier to 19.
Who has the lowest?
I believe you
HP.
do, Solara.
Me? Hold on. No. Hold on.
Don't think you have the lowest HP?
Do I?
I'm pretty sure it's you, Solara.
If it's not you, other folks have mismade their characters.
That's why we gave you the
Damn.
Steel Guardian.
I'll take that then.
The Steel Guardian.
If nobody, huh?
That's why we gave you the shield guardian, Solar.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
What's the stat that we're looking at? Sorry.
If nobody wants it, I'll take it.
The medallion will
health
get your constitution to 19, which ups your total health.
What's your total health, Solar?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get to it right now. Hold up.
tell us before and after.
Mine is 87.
She's a 72, and her constitution is a 9.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, a 9. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Bro, you couldn't
Why
even
the
give me
fuck
a
did
minute.
you let that shit
Let
be a
me get
9?
my-
I gave you a minute. That was a minute.
God
That was a full
damn.
minute. We can check the game clock. That was a minute.
You couldn't get on the
There was
draft.
no
Okay.
dignified
Right. You
way.
can't get on the draft though, right? You got
Listen, if I was the commish, I'd be there every second. I am not. I'm simply a member.
It's 72.
I'm
Now that
I'm
I've
not gonna lie. I do kind of want to hate right now because you got the dragon eggs, and I'm like,
You don't
fuck.
know about
She keeps getting all the cool shit,
Oh.
but
We don't know she has the
You
dragon
got it.
egg.
And the dragon
I
eggs
know
are not an
this is
attunable
above
item.
board. This is above board. We're having a conversation.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah. You got it though.
I'm so mad about those dragon eggs because she is such a sneaky bastard.
Dog.
All right. Thank you.
You
So-
ain't let the squad know. Fuck you, Solar.
So the above board logistics of the item is settled.
Is the amulet a health, you said?
Yes, you can just look it up and it'll.
Yep.
Fuck. The gap just grows, man. I'm trying to keep up.
What? You have the threshold crush, man. You're good.
You do have
She
just
has one
nigga,
too.
you answer yet.
You didn't give it to her yet.
about
You
that.
didn't
One
give it to her.
too.
No, you didn't give it to her yet. She has not taken
You
that
didn't-
home.
You didn't give it to me.
You still have it.
I got all 5.
You took.
Yes.
You took 2 or 3. You took some to your house in
Yeah.
Evanwood, and you left the rest with Oriana when you guys had to run out.
I took 3 home and left 2 there.
There you go.
If Oriana's
'Cause
with
were
us.
She made them safe.
They're safe. They're safe.
The plan was to give 1 to Shalor and 1 to Asab, but it never happened. So you still have them.
Gotcha.
But you still have your
All right.
great, awesome resource.
It makes me feel better.
But
Let's go.
as a reminder, which keeps coming up every 5-6 months, you have not given the instructions to your family. They just have these thresholds with no ability to use them. They've been researching them. No fucking idea what to do with them.
Funny.
It's hilarious. As the Misfits sit around the table, what is next? What are we doing? The floor is yours.
Anybody else want to go fucking abandon us?
Not abandon you, but I do have to speak to the my cloak.
Midas, we will not speak ill of Davina in that way.
He's not
We know he has abandonment issues. Let it just pass.
Damn.
Fuck you.
I just saw my health go up. Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was like an ad lib on the burn. I was like,
Sorry.
jeez.
No.
It's not a burn.
Sorry.
It wasn't not a burn. There's a pointing at reality. That's fair. Logan says, we keep in mind that we were trying to follow a timeline. We had planned to lure the conductor out, removing him from the table and throwing off Vazirik's stability.
How does removing him throw off stability? Just refresh my memory.
Our plan and hope was that he cares about the conductor in some way, shape, or form.
Conductor.
The custodian.
It's okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sorry,
there you go.
All right, I'm
custodian.
good.
There's
Okay,
way too
all
many
right.
C names, guys. I'm sorry. The custodian.
Yeah, pay attention.
I'm sitting here like I really paid attention last episode.
Yeah, that's right.
The hope is
I was
to,
like, huh?
if killing the custodian will throw off Vazirik's emotional balance, whether it pisses him off, makes him sad, something to have him off his game when we attack or he attacks us.
Mm-hmm.
That was what we discussed yesterday.
So what are we going to do about the Mykov's district now? Because he can't just like show up back here since he's no longer a lich.
Doesn't the custodian play into the furthering of our mission in his district?
if he gets word that Michael's not coming back anytime soon, I mean, he could always get here as a person, but
Oriana says, I don't think anything's changed as far as his district's ownership. His lieutenant is still there. It'd be like if one of us weren't around for a while. It's still our district unless conquered.
right. That's what I'm saying. Should we still try to take it?
No, I think we should trust what Davina said and just keep watching, see how that plays out.
Oh,
Right.
trust an abandoner.
Midas, you gotta stop.
Logan,
We're all dealing with the loss in our own ways, but just do that in your head. But not in your head that we can hear.
Hold up. Hey, Mayor. Anywhere in that library of yours, do you have a book about processing grief and abandonment?
Mia says,
Doug, he's explained this.
Every time
library
we
to you.
ask
Mia
Mia
says
Brian-
once again,
eye twitches.
it does. It's like Matt when they make the repeat jokes. Mia says, "You know what? That's my bad. This wasn't explained well. Apparently, my library is empty until I put things in it. So, I have not come across a book of grief. So it is not in my library. No.
Just
9
had to
times
check.
out of 10, what you asked me for is not in my library. Just a heads up."
Didn't he collect some books in
He
Rivers?
did. He did buy some
Or
books.
not.
It was a pirate book.
Yeah.
It was a handful of random topic books.
X
Well,
reaches
actually,
into
now I think about it, he does have a book on archmages.
See?
X reaches in his X goes to his room and pulls out one of the friendship books and he gives it to Mir. I want to add this to your library.
Mia thanks you and puts it into. I forgot what I gave him to put it in. He puts in the thing that puts it to his library. I think it's his book. It's in his library now, and he thanks you for it.
So, is this the next day? Or
No, this is a few hours later.
Okay. That's it. So, Logan, bias. Did you know this shit? It seemed like you know this shit.
Logan kind of sighs and says, Baez is one to talk. I've heard him mention things before. Usually I assume he's lying.
How fucking old is this bastard?
To hear him tell it, Baez is ancient.
Seems like whoever just told us to tell it, he is ancient.
He is ancient, exactly. Diego.
Who was that? The genie?
Ginny.
Diego, yeah. You don't have
Who,
to go
by the
all
way, is
X
a
on us.
jackass, but
Who's what?
a jackass, but you know.
Yeah, I told you the guy's a fucking piece of shit. But, he's a cool piece of shit sometimes. He's my piece of shit.
There you go.
Yeah, so apparently Baez has created half of the schools of magic. Or something like that. At least one of them.
I wouldn't say Baez made them directly. They're all things he's learned and disseminated.
I thought the lore was that he created.
Baez isn't the master maker. Baez is the master maker's first student.
No, I
Well-
thought the 2 students created the first schools of magic.
Schools. Yeah, it was more like they said they created
Not
all the schools of magic
I
from
think
them.
he's correcting the story for you guys.
Oh, is that a
So-
correction?
No, it's not a correction. To be clear, Baez and other student did not create divination, conjuration, enchantment, evocation, illusion. These are things they were taught and disseminated out. They created these schools. They were just taught things and they created sections. So they had large knowledge. Like, okay, well, this will be in that. This will be that. This will be that. This will be that. We'll teach them
Gotcha.
separately to people. No one learns all of it. That's why they're called schools of magic instead of just an all-around practitioner.
Gotcha.
Which will say one
I want-
the genie told you or something. I don't know, whatever.
He did say he had a friend named Mikkel. Or he didn't really say his name, but Mikkel was his friend. I wonder if Mikkel is one of those people. The other one is fucking dangerous.
Logan says, Baez is dangerous. He has a overwhelming wealth of knowledge, but he has only one goal. That is destroying and defeating this other student.
Do you know who the other student is, Logan?
Roll persuasion.
It's Ed Todd.
Persuasion. Persuasion. I'm going to use my what's it called? My 2d4. I haven't wrote that yet, so
Okay.
I add those to it. High rolls. 23, and I'll roll my 2d4. Hey, 8. 31.
31 persuasion. Logan leans back and he says, Logan says, to be clear, names like most knowledge or the power. Baez would say, once you've heard a thing, you can't unhear it. If you're all okay with that, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Hold on, so Lark cast the invisibility.
Okay. Ritual or quickly?
Quickly.
Okay. So you spend the spell slot. You don't see anything.
Keeping watch during this telling.
Okay. He says, the second student of the Maker was Khalul. He is Baez's sworn enemy to hear Baez tell it. Honestly, I could not tell you which one is actually good. They are simply enemies.
How do you spell that? I'm sorry.
Khalul.
Khalul. And that's the second student of the Maker.
Mm-hmm. They've been enemies forever, as best I can tell.
How do you spell Baez, by the way?
Baez is Bayaz.
Okay.
Bayaz.
And he's the one who fell in love with the Maker's daughter?
We don't know.
I thought when you asked
right here.
I thought when you asked the genie, he said he's heard
said one did.
Logan, do you know?
Do you know which one fell in love with the Maker's daughter? Was Juvence's daughter?
No, I can't say I do.
Insight check.
Roll insight.
Or also is rolling.
Roll then.
And this is the one that Diego said was hard to get eyes on, though.
The other one, yes, it's hard to get eyes on.
I got a good 5.
And I got 12.
What'd you get, Minus? Minus, what did you get?
He said 5.
Oh, 5. Yeah, Logan's hard to read. But he continues to say, there are very few large conflicts that aren't moved one way or the other by Baez or Khalul. Their war is expansive.
Khalul. Is he known by any other name that you may know? That we might know?
Not that I know, no.
Have you ever met the man, seen him?
No, I'm apparently a pawn of Baez, so that would be a conflict. And I don't mean breach of etiquette, I mean a fight.
Yes.
Can I roll a history check on anything here?
Or which thing? Of any of it, I guess?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just being old. Is there any?
I mean, you're not old, but you can roll.
I actually I was about to also
Oh shit!
ask.
I'm sorry. My bad. Wrong
Wrong
campaign.
campaign.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask, could I roll to see how it compares to like 1,000-Year War details, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, go ahead and roll to see if there's something that doesn't quite make sense about how things moved.
Motherfuck.
Yeah, you're not sure. It's wars are very complicated and motivations are often hidden. So at the moment, nothing's sticking out.
Solora just asked Logan, how far back does this rivalry go?
Since the death of the Maker.
And when was that, like, time-wise?
He gives you kind of a flat look. I wasn't taking notes, so I'm sorry.
So, like, post
If I
1,000
could
Year
have
War?
asked,
Or...
why was it? Was it the 1,000-Year War? He died in that?
Yeah, that's what I just said, too. After 1,000-Year
Gotcha.
War, or...
Logan says,
Yeah, I was piggybacking off what you said.
Baez does not have me around for my intellect or my conversation. He manipulates and points me at things.
Hey, Logan, you think you could find out anything about Metalhead guy from Bias?
If I do it, I'm going to ask him straight out. I don't do subterfuge. I just talk to people.
Hey, you're gonna say, hey, what can you tell me about Metalhead guy, right?
And he's going to ask why.
You're gonna say, I mean, what are you gonna say? I mean,
If you want to talk to
planning
him,
on
you can
attacking him,
talk to him.
or you could say, because we want to know his relationship with Sethret.
Do you want to just talk to him yourself?
I don't want to be a pawn like you are, Logan. I mean, you're already in it. That's what I'm saying.
He kind of leans on his fist and looks at you. Didn't he teach you something a while ago?
Come on, Logan. I haven't used that yet.
No. I'm sure you will.
Brian, so Laura shifts, like, moves her close so that the tree is showing. And it's like, make sure, like, it's visible to Logan and says, like, there's nothing else you can tell us about this guy.
A very... Shoot that?
Yeah, basically.
Logan looks at it. You do see recognition in his face. And he says, Solor, I'm not bound by those things anymore.
Anymore?
Lost my crown a long time ago.
Wait, what did he say? You cut out.
I lost my crown a long time ago.
Hey,
Oh,
my OG Trump's your OG.
No, he didn't, but that's actually
Yeah,
interesting to, Anymore.
The crowns. That's the important part. You can ask the crowns.
I'm already putting in the poll tonight. We already know this.
So, that's fine. I can ask Bias. Where's this bastard at? Is he just skipping around your district still, Logan? Playing fucking footsie and shit?
I don't know where he is right now. You probably have to reach out.
Okay. Might just cast sending.
Before you do, he says, keep in mind, a surprising number of times your interests will align with his. It won't feel like you're being used.
I mean, if our interests align, who cares about being used?
My thoughts exactly.
Big B. I said it as one word, like Big B, like the hand.
Okay.
What can you tell us about the C word? It's not conductor, because you get fucking me up calling him conductor.
Custodian.
Can you tell us about the custodian? What is his relationship with Vezric, being as though you know his maker? Could you fill us in on anything important about him? He keeps playing coy.
You get a response immediately. Midas, my young apprentice.
Yeah.
I see you have been doing some research. I was wondering how long you'd be in Sethret before you started connecting some dots. Oh, I know much about the custodian. I'll send someone along with some information for you.
Sending again. To be clear, we don't want him to know that we are inquiring about him. Nor do we want Vezric or anyone else to know this. Big B.
Ask him how old he is.
How fucking old are you, you old ass motherfucker? And just for my edification, does the grandmother, son, queen lady?
You have 25
I know. All right. So make sure this. We don't want anyone knowing we asked about him.
Okay.
How fucking old are you? And for my knowledge, who's tougher, you or the grandmother, son, lady from Faust?
Laura raises her eyebrows.
I mean, Laura, come on, you talking about fucking old ass people that still know how to fight. I just want to know. I just want to know. Exactly.
Okay, so he responds, "Oh yes, I assumed you wouldn't want Vezric knowing you're going to kill him. It would be nice and secretive information delivered. And I have no equal."
Damn. So Laura, he says he has no. Now, one more sentence. Do you have betters? Who are they?
I was about to make that comment.
Is he your better?
Everyone's a dick.
He said he has no equal. So
the response you get is, "There is nothing they know that did not come from my knowledge."
Oh shit, son! This motherfucking bias talking that shit. He says there's nothing they know that did not come from his knowledge.
That means he's older than the 1,000-year war.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. This fucker didn't tell me how old he was though. Thinks I forgot about that shit.
That gave a little insight into it.
Or are you just gonna let it sit as is?
Yeah, this fucker is dangerous. Logan, you're right. He's a dangerous motherfucker. Bias is a bad mother. Shut my mouth.
He is very dangerous, and he's not very shy. He doesn't.
Yeah, and he also said he didn't think we want to us wanting to kill Vezi getting out, Big Vezi. So he knows about that too. You know, I'm really starting to realize there are so many people that are so much more powerful than our pitiful little asses. Even though we have a queen and a young prodigy prime with us.
Samson's looking around for a young prodigy prime.
Oh, Samson, you're so modest with your singing and instrument playing.
Logan said, did you repeat word for word what Bias told you?
Yeah.
Okay. Logan says, I guess we'll be getting a visit from Soul 4 soon.
From who? Oh, is that what he called that creepy guy last time?
That is
Sulfur.
the creepy guy's name.
Sulfur.
So then,
Now, that should
so
ring a
now
bell
I
to
know
Laura.
that why is this person then?
Let her figure her own things out, Midas.
What did you just say?
I mean, he said it. He said
More
it though.
metagaming. Yeah, but you shut up.
Let Michelle connect her dots, sir. Don't you connect them?
He
for her.
just said it though.
I don't think Shalora told you, Midas, about Sulfur.
I mean, Midas didn't say it. Saeed did.
At any rate.
Lord.
That's what.
So
Logan said.
Samson ducks
Who the
into
fuck
a
is
corner,
Sulfur?
and people just kind of hear like a muffled, "I need to hear everything that you know about the 1,000-Year War." And Samson is he's facing the group, so his back is like to a wall, I guess, and he has his mirror out, and he's waiting for Arya. And he's looking like, "Shh, everybody, shut the fuck up."
What's anything on the invisibility?
Yes,
No,
we're
no,
talking
nothing's
ahead.
popping up on the thing.
Yeah, he said no. I wouldn't have done it. Yeah.
I'll let you know because I know Shalora is keeping an eye for that.
Paranoid.
Alright.
Say paranoid.
Yes,
Shut
she's
the-
paranoid, but because she is paranoid, I know she's like actively like looking up every once in a while like a tick. So you send that. As a reminder, most people don't know the 1,000 War exists.
Yeah, but I'm sending
But
it to
everybody
Arya.
in this group
So,
knows.
Everyone in the group knows, yes.
everybody in the group. I'm just kind
I get
of
it.
like,
So Arya responds back and says, "Is this some kind of secret trade war or something? I don't. What 1,000-Year War?"
So Laura makes that whole like cut it joint like at your neck, like just.
never mind. And Samson put the mirror back into his back.
Okay.
Well, that didn't work, guys.
Hey guys, I just want to say, because I know we haven't said this before, we are toying with some forces and we're connected to a lot of forces that are way over our heads.
Yes.
We should be
Yeah,
a little
I
careful.
just,
Very much.
well, no, that's why I just tried to reach out to my sister to try and get us some intel. Saw that it wasn't what it was. We're out of there.
Yeah, I mean, like, because I thought, dealing with a prime and the queen, the Sunrise Queen was, a lot. I mean, to me, that's a lot. I'm Midas, Midas from the block.
We're
But-
all people, Midas.
No, my grandmother was a lot. Here, she is very much a lot.
But I thought dealing with you guys was a lot. But this shit, your grandmother, Baez, what the fuck is going on here? The metalhead guy, he's older than time himself.
Assad used to roll around killing people with us, and look at him now. It's kind of crazy.
He's like a celebrity, asshole.
So Laura rolled her eyes like it was stupid.
There is a knock at the door of the bar.
Everybody, spells, weapons up. Everybody just opens the door.
No.
Frederick?
Please sit down. I'll answer the door.
All right.
Or I'll send the shield guardian to answer the door.
Or
Outside.
I'll answer the door.
Okay.
Why are you answering? All right, fine. Whatever.
If you want to ascend also, that's on
I'm
you,
guessing
bro.
it's sulfur.
I'd like to answer the door with a persuasion check.
What? So okay. So,
Or performance,
Explain
okay,
yourself.
let's just. You have to say words.
intimidation,
Slow
investigation,
down, guy. Okay.
deception.
I said you're reading all
Hey,
your
answer the
heavy
door with
stats.
deception. We're not doing
He's just
anything in
reading
here.
all his good stats off. That's what he's doing.
Nothing's happening in here.
Okay, so Samson gets up. You open the door, I assume.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play cool.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to explain it a little better than that. I don't know.
But
what
no, that
means.
should be understood.
It's not. Are you trying to act like I'm so confused.
Nothing's going on here, man. Nothing's going on.
Nothing is. Well, I guess something
Regular
is going
day.
on. Oh, so deception? You want deception?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh boy,
Okay,
we could have just
okay.
let the
Give
shield
me-
guardian
roll
answer the
deception.
door.
Roll deception for me.
But the shield guardian might raise alarms. Like, oh shit, it's
What?
a shield guardian.
I don't think so.
Roll deception for me.
Are-
Good sir.
Hold on. Are people rolling around with shield guardians, or is this like an anomaly?
I
That-
mean,
You guys,
Because
you
I
guys
was viewing
own
it like
half
Iron
the city.
Giant.
You guys own half the city. No, it is an anomaly. It's just not a regular thing. But it's not like you guys are regular people here either.
go ahead, man. Answer the door.
Yeah, go ahead. You can let the Iron Giant do it. Fuck it.
All right.
Okay. So just as a reminder, the Iron Giant, the Shield Guardian takes and delivers simple commands. So it would be open the door, and he would go and open the door. It would be
Yes,
like you can't
that's
talk
it.
to things. And,
All right. No.
No, that's it. Just open the door.
He's gonna let him in.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's no open the
Okay.
door and like put a hand out and check IDs. It's just the door is now open.
You like lurch.
Open the door,
Less
but block
than-
it. Block it a little bit.
All right. Deception check. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Guys, we have our own lurch.
No, Lurch can think. This actually we did this.
We
Skull
did
Lurch can think.
exactly.
Yeah. It has thoughts outside of his commands that it has to follow entirely.
I'm gonna go ahead and use this lucky.
You can just. What did you roll the first time?
That's 16.
20. Okay. So you open the door, and standing outside is a gray-haired half-orc. He has a cane. He looks like he's been through some things. He has a well-manicured mustache. It kind of curls a bit. A monocle. And one blue eye and one green eye. And he looks at you and he says, "Hello there, you must be Samson."
Is this the same person?
No.
No. Damn.
Drastically
We
different.
kind of rolled to see if that's really if they got on a glamour or some shit. Like
Well, you're way down by VIP, and this is the front door. Samson, he says to you, "Hello, you must be Samson."
I hear that a lot. Who are you?
I hear that a lot. Yo, I'm done with this motherfucker.
That's very dope.
I love that.
"Oh, I am here upon my master's request to deliver information."
Who's your master?
"Oh, come now, don't be silly." And he starts trying to head inside.
And Samson puts his hand up.
Make a strength check.
Really?
He's a
Really?
half
We're gonna go here already?
He's just walking in.
No, he's not.
Make a strength check.
All right. You're doing this, not me.
He didn't say it that way.
All I know is the recap. Brian going to talk about how you escalated. You threw hands and he had to retaliate.
Okay, so you kind of like politely step in the way, like, oh, are you politely doing it or are you like aggressively doing it? Let me know.
Yeah, no, politely.
He was like kind of like,
Come
oh,
on.
come on, man. And he just kind of slowly walks through you a bit. He kind of like puts his hand on your chest and says, I assure you it was fine. And you can kind of feel yourself moving back without intending to.
Oh my god!
And before you get to realize it, he's past the threshold, but then he stops. He doesn't like bowl you over or anything. But he does pass the threshold and step to the side so you can close the door if you want to.
Samson just looks at the group.
Rude as fuck.
Samson's looking for any type of guidance, like any type of, steal on him.
Logan
let
says
it go.
from the seat, "What color are his eyes?"
Do I notice that they're the same as the bull from before? Or
Not
no?
from back there.
Samson
Huh?
says real loud,
Not from
blue
back
and
there.
green.
You don't. The room. There's a big room. For reference, by the way.
Yeah,
Big and
Samson
low.
says really loud and obviously emotional.
Mhm.
Blue and green.
um, Logan says, "That's him." And the elderly half-orc, "Master Logan, good to see you again." And he begins tapping on the cane and walking forward.
Samson walks up next to him and says, "You owe me a meal." Walks up.
Did the person give me his name last time
He did.
when I saw him?
Mhm.
Was it the same name?
Yeah, the name you were given was Yorul Sofer.
Oh, interesting.
And he gets to the dais here, and kind of gives a deep bow. I am an apprentice. What was the voice I was using? I am one apprentice, Yorul Sofer. Here, my master's bequest to help the young masters.
You look different.
He winks. I often do.
I don't like that.
Logan says, you get used to it. Wait, you've seen him before?
How do you
Flora
know?
halfway ignores him.
Flora,
That's Laura. I
how
think
do
he
you
answered
know
the
him?
question. Yeah. What might have said.
What happened?
How do you know?
How do you know him?
He
How
works
do
for
you know
Bias. No, come on, Flora.
By meeting them and having interactions. So, what was your meeting and interaction?
I assure
Give me
you, we
information.
crossed paths a while ago. Nothing to concern anyone with.
We've all been together for a group as a while. So,
For
yeah,
a couple months.
If you recall, she went home.
Gotcha.
I am a guest in many royal courts, as is my station. And he gives a deep bow again.
Not foreign to royal courts, but I'm foreign to you.
You've been gone a while too.
Yeah.
Did you say no? I haven't.
No, I said I have.
Oh. What?
I believe there were some questions
Roll
about.
deception.
Okay, right. I believe you all had some questions about a custodian.
Yes.
I am at your service, young master.
We're asking Bias what he knew about him,
And his relation to Vezerick.
his relationship with Vezric. Yes.
I'm afraid I'll need a more specific question than that. That's very vague. He works for Vezerick, that's obvious, I believe. I assume
Why does
that's
he
not
work
what
with?
you-
Why does he work for Vezric when he's created by the Master Maker?
Well, the
What
master
tethers him?
Here's tethers my nothing. He works by choice. The master maker felt it best to show off his abilities of creation.
Vezerg is AI.
Vezeric's
Don't-
what?
AI.
But don't Warforged have to be?
No, you're thinking of your shield guardian.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Warforged are, at this point, a species.
Gotcha. So how long has he been with Vezerick?
Well before his fall. So, well, a few thousand years.
So how did he bring him back?
Oh, no, he would never do that.
Well, since you're here, how did he come back?
I do not believe that's the information you asked my master for.
Motherfucker. Laura looks at Midas and says,
Actually, Sulfur does as well.
it says,
What,
ask Bias how
you trying to get?
Vezerick came back.
Big Vezzy OD came back. Bias, how did Vezric come back?
From the dead.
Are you casting Sending?
Yes.
he says, Midas, so far is not there yet. Ask him.
He said, "Oh, I'm not a part of that."
No, you're not.
He's only
Yeah,
answering
you're not
certain
spending the
questions,
stuff lot.
and it's got to be specific to what I asked you. So please give him permission to answer anything on what's his metal name and Vesric that I ask. Please.
He says, well, that's not a problem, young Midas. I think we can work that out. And you see kind of Stofor kind of like perk up like he's listening to something. And he says, I just assumed you all knew that Azrael revived Vesric. It's quite obvious.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, you know, now that you say that,
No, that's quite obvious.
damn, that's annoying.
Yeah, we missed the shit out of that.
Oh God! Oh.
That was quite obvious.
This is like I am sofa-king what we Todd did. Remember that shit we used to write as kids?
Yeah, the
And
verbal
then you
jokes.
realize what? Yeah, man, this sucks.
Wait, what did I miss? I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna sign out for the night.
Shut up,
Let's
Greg.
play next week.
That Azrael is the one who
so
brought
fun.
back Vesric.
What?
Oh, she was going around trying to awaken the other damn dragons and giants.
Yeah. Y'all forgot that?
Duh.
No.
Greg, log off.
Assad told you
Bro,
guys that
we
outright.
are lamenting on having a Scooby-Doo moment where they pull off the mask and it's like, oh shit, of course it was him.
That's so
What?
annoying.
We knew it.
No, we didn't know
No,
she
we
wrote
didn't.
that Desiree. We've had multiple conversations about how he was dead and now he's not, and we would need to find out how he came back alive.
Oh, what? I feel like I knew that. But,
We all knew this.
yeah.
But now Saeed says it and it's going to be solidified, validated.
So
Well,
apparently,
I
it's
can
just
Nah, I
say-
was actually going the other way.
I can say for a fact that Assad 100% told X this. I thought he
Oh,
told
yeah?
everyone this.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
We knew that Ezreal was going around waking up other dragons.
I thought you
we
did.
didn't know that Vesric was one of them. X
Yes, we
Xavier.
did.
No,
We've
we
been kind
didn't.
of trying to
Because
figure
Vesric
out.
wasn't around. This whole Sethret thing wasn't even a thing until Ezreal started waking people back up.
This
Damn
kind of
thing.
became a thing when we released the first dragon person.
Who was
Yeah,
Ezreal?
And with Ezreal, and then we learned about.
Oh
Ezreal.
yeah, shit. God.
Yeah, what?
I
Y'all-
was
So
thinking-
when we had this discussion on this motherfucking ship on the way over here,
No, we did.
Xavier.
Not with me.
Xavier.
Now you're Xavier. No, this is a hilarious, great moment of a lot of lines coming together to a point. And some
This
apparently
line
reach
has
this point.
been drawn already, though.
Boy.
Everyone has different
Doug,
thoughts flopping
I'm
around.
not gonna
man.
lie. For me,
Dolores
World
slams
War
her hands on the table, like clearly fucking pissed off.
I listen. I smoke a lot of weed during this adventure, and sometimes shit just all comes together in weird ways. And this is one of those moments. And
I'm
goddamn,
glad that you have each other for this, and that you're both having the very.
Wow.
That's a
I'm
very
so
cool moment, though. It's very dope. I like trying to make these moments. They're very hard to put together.
What? No, Brian, this has
I
been.
feel like I'm in the audience.
Everyone's focusing on different things, Greg. So I mean,
No, X, Greg, you're right. You're right. We did talk about this, and it just shifted the background for me.
Wow.
And yeah, it was important.
yeah, because like the reason to intercept Azrael was because she was going to wake
Yeah,
the dragon in Ebony.
I recall
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it all makes sense.
All right, everybody stop talking
I
now.
love that so much. That's great. That's
The
great.
puzzle.
That's great.
Y'all high? I know Chris. is.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab another beer and we'll continue.
Wow.
I don't like you high shaming either.
Right. Damn, I'm so annoyed right now.
I'm so appalled.
I'm appalled at myself. Like, I'm
Yeah,
disappointed in me.
All the fucking little like wisps in the wind that I've connected, and this obvious ass like highway just missed. Totally missed it.
I would have been answering the
Completely
question. This is
overran.
what y'all been talking about all session.
What'd you say?
If I wasn't busy editing, I would have just jumped in and said, "Azriel."
You should get a balance board and do different like hand-eye coordination exercise because it'll open up new neural pathways and you'll be able to multitask better. That was a long way of me telling you to multitask better.
Well, mind your business. Multitask that.
I'm
I
so
did. I'm minding my
annoyed.
business and smoking a blunt. Yeah, no, we missed that. That's crazy. Above board, Michelle. Look at us. Look at us. Who?
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god! So I need to hang it
How was
up.
it us two?
It's too much.
Yeah, wow, that was wild.
That's too fucking much. And I just flashed back to when I had asked my grandmother about it, like, how is he still alive? And she made a little comment about, like, ask him or something like that. And now I'm so fucking annoyed. Now I'm even more annoyed because, like, you did this, you dumbass.
Yeah.
We brought this motherfucker back.
And what's crazy is we both live with, like, really critical and observant people. You live with Midas and I live with the DM. So they're just walking around all week like, really?
Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. Saeed, you really knew this?
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
Bro.
Yeah. No, I peeped the quietness. It's just like, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed this moment's happening. I had to deal with
I'm
this
waiting,
in real
I'm waiting for
time.
y'all to be done. With this shocker of
No, because this is truly like a slap in the face of myself. Like,
yeah.
how did I miss this? Is beyond me.
Humbling for sure. Is Brian?
For sure, exactly.
I didn't think Brian was back yet. That's why.
This is the longest beer list. No, I mean, y'all take all the time y'all need.
Like right off screen, like listening to this, laughing,
cracking up,
literally laughing. All right, I'm hanging up.
We'll start discussing strategy, and then we'll come back.
All right. Last comment. I'm hanging up my Sherlock detective hat like that. I don't deserve it. All right.
Lead us into victory, Midas and X.
Exactly, literally.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up,
Hey guys. I was watching on the stream, so I wanted to clarify that you guys didn't miss it. You just forgot because it's been like an entire year since it was probably discussed in detail.
Yeah, I thought
so. You guys,
I appreciate you jumping on to say this, but no, this is like the first time this information is like coming together in my head. So I appreciate it.
Okay, got it. I mean, because we all discussed it as a team.
Oh, really?
We discussed it before we got on the ship, and then we discussed it on the ship also.
Listen, I'm open to being wrong. I smoke a lot whenever I do this shit, and I used to drink a lot too. So the odds of me forgetting this shit are pretty high.
No,
I think it was an afterthought of the things she's done because you guys are focused on stopping a current threat. So, like, you guys didn't talk about her waking up the Frost Giant. It's just
we did. I
mean, not in like current conversations. It doesn't come up anymore because the Frost Giant's here and around, and not. It didn't matter. Like, who woke up Vezeric at that point wasn't an issue because you were planning to fight Vezeric. So I think it was one of those.
Who let the boss
details. I think it was just one of those details that wasn't overly important in the conversation being had at the time.
It should have been assumed.
Maybe.
All right, great.
There was a character.
I'm with you, Greg.
I don't remember who it was. Somebody was like, "Yo, we shouldn't have done that shit."
Done what?
Release Azrael.
I'm pretty
I
sure we
feel-
all said
Probably
that
happened
shit.
a bunch of
We've
times.
had the conversation several times
I was
over.
the only person who thought she was my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that moment. Yeah, I blocked that out. Sorry.
I feel like when we did the legend lore on him though, is when the conversation like was like, all right, how did he? Like, I distinctly remember saying, like, we had to find out like how he woke back up because he was dead and now he's not. And I don't recall any comments at that point.
I remember there being a dragon that we let loose, and then years later we found out she was waking up all these extinct beasts, giants, and other dragons. And then we learned we had to hurry up and go to Sethret because one of the dragons she woke up had 57 days until he went on and destroyed another town.
That was Sethret. That was Sethret before you go to Cutlass. That was
I don't
Sethret.
remember the 57
That
days
is
from
thing
Ren.
at all.
Ren
That was
mentioned
Desert.
Yeah, it
That
was
was
Ren.
Ren
That was
told
Ren.
us.
Oh, Slow wasn't back then. That's in
Oh, that was
River's
Desert.
End before Slow came back.
Yo,
Oh,
real
well,
quick.
There we go.
Yo, real
Slow
quick
was not
before
there for
before I jump off,
Mhm.
to give Chris a clarification point, you forgot because you had told your sister in the mirror, and I was next to you. Assad was next to you, and I was telling Midas what happened, and you gave your sister way too much information. You told her about Sethret, you told her about Azrael, you told her about the red dragon, how Azrael was going to awaken the red dragon. So you knew about it. I'm saying that you forgot. That's what I'm saying.
You're a snitch.
Okay, so
No, you're a snitch. You're a snitch. You told your sister.
Laura genuinely wasn't there for that
No,
conversation.
you weren't there. You weren't there for Ren's
No,
timeline
no.
thing.
No. Yeah.
But I will
That didn't
I will say
No,
that
don't say.
my
Nope.
video recap directly says this happened. So y'all ain't watched the recap. That's all that.
I don't watch the recaps. I genuinely do not watch the recaps.
There's
But-
only
Do you
one.
have recap?
There's only one. Never mind, guys.
Because no, but I said before though that I wasn't going to watch them because I didn't want to
no, it wasn't that. Don't worry about
get
it.
information. Anyway, doesn't matter.
At any
Definitely
rate.
watch a recap.
Bro, real quick, this was on the ship. Michelle, you were there, but you weren't in the conversation. But this was on the ship though, on the way to Azrael.
I know we had a conversation about the red dragon.
No, it wasn't a group
That
conversation.
was
No,
a green.
It was
Assad
a conversation.
and Samson were in his room, and he was talking on the mirror. So
Oh.
it was on,
Yeah.
like you were in the chat, but it wasn't your conversation that you were a part of.
Yeah, this
Oh,
was a conversation
I tried to
that I had with Arya while Sal was in the room on the way to the Green Dragon, just kind of letting her know everything that was going on because it was headed towards.
Gotcha.
I do love. Let's not take away from this very cool aha moment because it was awesome.
All right, guys.
All right,
Thanks for popping
Yeah.
up. Very awesome aha, eureka moment. But
Okay.
we continue with Mr. Sulfur.
The custodian.
So why the fuck did you just ask? What? Never mind. Go ahead.
Why did I ask bias? Because y'all told me to. I wasn't really paying attention to y'all.
Wow.
I didn't know what y'all asked. Be honest. So I was looking at something. Sorry.
That's really funny.
Wow.
That's great. It's great.
Why is he working with them? Is it just because he wants to? Is this some kind of plan? Like, from, he keeps being coy with us, playing around about what did we learn about the Master Maker. Like, if we attack him, right? Let's say we put him down. Can we beat him? And then also, if we do, will this upset Vezerick?
Attack the custodian.
Yes.
Whatever for.
Because if we attack Vezerick, will the custodian jump in?
No.
No.
Why would he?
That's his
Because
OG.
he works for Vezerick. He says that's his OG.
He doesn't
Exactly.
serve
Thank you, sir.
Vezerick.
Who does he
He
serve?
serves Vezerick?
He does not serve Vezeric. He works for Vezeric. He
Wow.
has been appointed to work for Vezeric by the Maker.
Question: Could he actually beat up Vezeric if he wanted to?
Oh
Can he
no,
kill Vezeric?
I don't believe he is equipped for such things.
So then, why'd you seem so shocked when we said attack the custodian? You made it seem like it was a certain death for us.
Well, because
No,
he said that he's appointed by the Maker.
Maker's
I
gone.
don't view him as an enemy of yours. That's why I was surprised.
Ah, okay. So the custodian's not an enemy. Okay, good. That's
I
well,
mean,
we don't
he
have to
seemed
worry
like
about the
he was gonna
custodian.
attack if I didn't drink that damn water.
He has his parts to play, I'm sure.
He was appointed by the Maker to Vezeric, though.
Yes.
When?
Well, during the height of their rules.
Wow.
Can we meet the Maker? And I'd like to roll a persuasion.
The Maker's dead.
How do you do?
Can we
Oh, yeah.
speak to the Maker?
Well,
I'd like to roll persuasion.
That's why you have
Go
to
ahead
die
and
when they
roll
say meet your
persuasion.
Maker.
Oh,
that's when they kill
interesting.
people.
Can I roll my
You
persuasion?
can roll it.
So you can meet the Maker.
Right.
I don't think you want to.
Davina did.
Who was his daughter? That's the
Too soon, X. Too soon.
23.
Fuck, man.
He says, talking to dead people's pretty difficult. So no,
who was his daughter?
nothing to do with Vezeric or the Custodian.
It might be. Though.
I wasn't asking.
Yeah, they
All
told
right.
us.
Well, who was it?
He looks over to you, Midas. Other questions? Or are we concluded?
What can we do to draw Vezeric out then? What is his weakness?
Greed, arrogance, vanity?
We don't want to fight him in his lair.
You're already in it.
I thought so. Sethret is his lair.
Who does Vezeric trust?
Greed, arrogance, vanity.
What's with the
Trust
fog?
anyone.
Is that
Natural result to his existence.
of his existence? Right.
Are you knowledgeable of any people who portray these traits that he is taken a liking to?
You rich people.
There are many people who have been swayed by the call of a dragon before. Everyone here is liking the power structure. So everyone here.
I don't know if we're liking the power structure. We're using it for
No,
what we need
you're-
it for.
Using it to your own means to do whatever it is you're doing here.
Yes.
Seems
You
to
have
be
Who
nothing else
here-
to
the
do.
definition of liking.
Oh, I suppose it does.
Who
Is
here
he
besides
holding-
us is doing it the best?
He doesn't have a lieutenant, if that's your question. He doesn't have... You've killed the true allies. They were the leaders of these districts.
That fucking asshole, the conductor. Should we be worried about him?
Conductor's an opportunist.
Yes, he is.
Is Vezeric
Holy
like
shit.
holding back any curses from this place that may have already been here?
I don't think Davina would want us getting into a fight with the conductor.
What the fuck?
Her thing was,
The custodian. Sorry.
I mean, I don't think we're going to fight the custodian today. I mean, whatever.
I don't think we should.
Not our enemy. Yeah, no, I think it'd be a bad move and a waste of our time.
as far as the curse thing, so forth says, not that I directly know of, no.
Go for real.
What happened to the army, the dead people army that was here before Markel got here?
Oh, I suppose that falls in the veil of what we're speaking of. I thought it was Yes, did you not just come from that district?
So he took them all? That's what I said before he got here. Like, before Michael got here. Or was Michael here before Vezric?
Michael was here first.
Okay. Thank you. Actually, that's interesting news.
What would be the best time to move on Vesrit?
Whenever you please.
All right, guys, man.
He doesn't trust you.
Fucking, let's just do this shit.
Under the strategic advisor, he doesn't trust you. Any time is not going to surprise him. Your enemies, obviously.
Obviously, I mean, come on. How does he know we're his enemy?
All you do is kill the other leaders.
How was he killed the first time?
He looks at you a little oddly.
Specifically, what was...
He wasn't.
He wasn't?
He was trapped.
He wasn't killed.
Was he trapped?
Yeah.
Bingo bango.
Trapping ain't
Where?
dead. We can still do that.
Where was he? Oh, wait, hold on. What? Hold on.
We can trap him, guys. Trapping ain't dead.
Where was he? Yeah, where was he trapped specifically?
If you were going to convert an entire city's population to undead, how much power would you think a spell like that would take?
Immense amounts of power.
Gaiden won. He was trapped here.
Trapped here. That's why they call it a dead city.
Sethret?
What was that?
So, Laura, what'd you say?
I said Sethret was his...
Sethret was his tomb, yes.
But wasn't there... Hold on.
Things get built on graveyards all the time.
What happened?
I'm so stupid.
Things get built on graveyards all the time.
Yes. The undead, turning the entire population undead was the way to trap him.
But that wasn't that long ago.
Right. Incorrect. Correct. Trapped here, cursed land, arrogant humans, angry tree.
The tree. Bias probably knows about that guy too.
No, but it was a woman.
That tree too. A woman, man, the tree. It's a tree.
Further
Whatever
questions?
Whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. The tree is.
Wait, does he trap souls? Was he the one that did something about trapping souls somewhere?
Was who the one what?
Was Vezric the one that was something about trapping souls somewhere? Or no? Am I mixing things up?
I'm not understanding the question.
Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry. Too many notes at this point. It's alright. Carry on.
Okay. Soulfor gives a bow and says, I do wish you the best in your endeavor. It's no easy thing to kill a dragon. Almost as hard as raising one.
Sword doesn't even flinch.
We've done it before.
I will do it again.
I am confident you will, young masters.
I don't know why you keep calling us masters. We're like mid-level.
Oh, I am here to serve.
Speak for yourself.
Right, so far.
And he once again gives a deep bow and says, I do hope you will reach out to my master in the future, as you are all bright young pupils.
No, we're all bright young pupils?
Everyone's a student to the master.
Oh, gosh. So he has claimed us.
No
Right.
thanks.
Nothing so dramatic. There's only one apprentice here and one Logan.
One Logan. Oh shit. All right.
Mm.
Thank you for the information so far.
He nods. And he turns to you, Samson, and says, Samson, Evanwood, I do hope to one day have a formal invite to your court. You're muted if you're talking, Chris.
Yeah, definitely one day.
He nods.
Wait. Who was guarding his prison?
Recently,
Mm-hmm.
a city of undead.
And how were the locks broken?
Well, that's a little complicated.
So I was just looking at him like, we got time.
And I'm sorry, who made these locks?
We're getting a little into the weeds, I think. To describe it quickly, bargain was struck, things were done, people died, locks were made, secrets were buried, people died, sacrifices were made, powers realigned, arrogance ensued. As they are released, Sethret.
Were they brothers?
It also sounds like locks kind of remain consistent as main factor.
I don't want. It's not so much a lever system per se. It's the thing that kept Sethret away. I suppose it's a lock. Again, feels like an oversimplification.
How do we do that again if we need?
We'd have better luck killing him. Unless you don't value your souls.
Why do you say that?
That feels obvious too.
It's not. Is that the souls thing I was just asking about 30 seconds ago?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
but
then I have no idea what you're talking about.
He says, it's a bit out of my area of expertise, and of course, Master Baez does not deal in souls, but there are some creatures who do.
And he's one of them?
No, not Master Baez, no.
No, Mother Sethret.
No, he's not.
So then what are we talking about here? I feel like I had lost the thread of this discussion.
I see that. Those in the long ago who sought to entrap a dragon.
Oh, okay. Yep, gotcha.
Okay,
sure.
there we are. If there's nothing else.
Guys, let's just do this shit.
I'm going to leave now. And he gives one final bow and a big smile. And for those who haven't noticed, previously all his teeth are sharpened into like sharp teeth, like points.
You know, meth?
No, he's like
not
creepy
degraded
fuck.
over time. Sharpened. And he turns and clicking his cane and walking with a slight limp, heads up.
Did he have a limp before? No, it doesn't matter.
Nope, no limp, no cane, not a half-orc, not old.
Yeah, I know his what you call is different, but yeah, it's fine.
Nope, no limp before.
Interesting.
Logan sighs a bit. I don't like that man.
Nor do I.
What's wrong with him? It's
It's hard to kill.
Interesting.
tried to kill him.
People have tried to kill him.
So far,
Yes.
He's awful smart.
Yes.
He's a what?
Awful smart.
He's smart.
Oh, yeah.
We deal with a lot of killers, but we don't deal with a lot of smart killers.
He's on a leash, so there's not too much to worry about that.
Hmm.
oh, okay.
How far is the leash?
As far as Baez wants it to be. He doesn't act without Baez's word, if that's your question. There's no grudges for him.
Heard.
Okay.
No, she's gonna speak.
I was gonna say, Oriana says, well, we have cleared the custodian off our board.
So it's just Vezek at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say Michael, now the custodian.
I don't know if those are good or bad things.
All right, let's move on. How we doing this, guys?
Well, it's
It's not like we can take them by surprise.
also, as mentioned, this whole thing is his last.
Yeah.
I mean, lair benefits and shit like the giant had.
Yep.
We're talking about the assistant, right?
No, we're talking about Vezek.
He's not back yet.
Vezerick, no, Michael is the one who wasn't home or here. Vezerick is.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. All right. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck the ones that make us good. I don't pull my niggas.
Logan says, just because someone is aware you're an enemy does not mean you can't surprise them.
Logan, you got any ideas?
We can make a whole thing of it. If we so
Hold
chose.
on. Nothing. Go ahead.
I'll hold.
Nope. Go ahead.
I'm kind of following. Make a whole thing of it.
Yeah.
You're talking my language.
He's vain, as was stated. Inflated ego. Holds grand fights with everyone watching. That's probably the best place to hit him.
With everyone watching?
With some fabricated rules he's made. Yeah.
Especially if people are, if they're happy with the status quo, like it doesn't benefit us at all to make this a public fight.
Except they don't know he's a dragon, do they?
Oh, that's right. How is he? He's as a dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Oh, interesting.
So shall we?
I wonder, should we spread the rumor first?
Would you believe that if you heard it?
Sorry, no one knows about fucking dragons.
I wouldn't believe it, but I'd tell somebody else.
I'd be
about it.
interested to hear it.
I don't have to believe it for it to be interesting enough to talk about.
But what's the
Maybe
rumor
we could
exactly? The
announce
Dragonborn's a true
fight
dragon?
us versus a true dragon. But how would that benefit us? Would it?
I don't know. I mean, I think anyway it goes, it'll be a full house.
Back in my homeland, there was something called the Illuminati. And, you know, nobody knows if it really existed, but certain things happen to make you think maybe that's what's going on here. And I think this could be one of those things.
Oriana says, do we think Vezerick knows that we know he's a dragon?
I have
think
no
that
idea.
the safest thing for us to do is to presume Vezerick to be paranoid.
Do
Yeah.
we challenge him to a
Well,
duel?
I'm not saying challenge. I'm just saying to approach him with the caution that he is already paranoid. And looking at it from that lens with whatever we do.
I don't know that he is. I mean, he might be.
I don't know that he is
He's
either.
also arrogant too. So
I agree. So if we go in there thinking that he's paranoid and he's just obnoxious, we have an even bigger leg up. But I'd rather go in over prepared than under prepared.
I mean,
yeah, that makes sense.
so I mean, we don't get to fight him in front of everybody like Logan's suggesting. If he's if we're going in there, to him and getting in a fight. If we challenge him, then we fight him in front of people, for sure.
It might be better fighting in front of people, because then, like, if they think we just like murdered him in his sleep and they don't know it's a dragon, that could be bad on us.
Oh, no, I don't care about that.
I mean, we still probably get control of the city, but it would
I mean, we'll
have a different vibe, maybe. Well, we've killed anyone who had protested, I think.
But being this is the head of the snake, I guess you could say.
So
Wouldn't
long as
it be
we-
kind of poetic for us to do something that really sets? Yeah, I guess I'm putting the horse in front of the carriage. Let's get this done, and then we'll set it.
Did you say the horse in front of the carriage?
Yeah, that's the correct way to do it.
Yeah,
You're doing shit right, Samson. You're doing shit right.
Logan says, all right, so the means, so we can fight him in front of everyone. We can fight him not in front of everyone. The only way we get a jump on him is if it's in a situation where he's not expecting his open enemies to attack him. I'm not quite sure how we could maneuver that.
Maybe we could pretend that we're gonna fight the conductor, but they're really What if we like pose a fake challenge to each other, like to like one of the districts you guys own, but then like once we get there, just like attack him instead.
So Laura says to the Misfits.
And we could do that.
Or is that too obvious?
That to me, that doesn't seem realistic.
I mean, has Theron been seen with us during any of the fights? No, right?
Any of the fights? I don't think he has joined any fight.
So maybe I can have him
It's
like.
public knowledge that he serves the Sunrise Queen.
I don't think any display of infighting is worth our, I guess, political future in this space.
Theron is not. If they don't know, then it wouldn't be. Plus, we're not actually fighting. It's like just a fake challenge.
No, I get that it's a fake challenge, but I'm just looking at it from people who just hear about it.
We can also get one of the people from
Why are we?
ship.
Why we keep going through all this instead of just going to the arena, telling Vezerick we have an announcement, and then challenging him there?
Because I think that would be kind of obvious.
For protocol purposes,
We're not going to take him by surprise.
No, for protocol purposes, he wouldn't just come to the arena for an announcement. Every challenge we've made has been to a person in their home. It hasn't been come see us in the arena and we challenge you there. I don't know that we could get the whole. Oh, I guess we could tell everyone to show up.
Well, like Logan said, it's possible to surprise him. Like that we're fighting right now. What?
Okay, you guys make this decision. I'm down with you two.
I mean, have you offered anything? We're discussing. I mean, we're discussing options here. There's just options being thrown out.
I think we keep dancing around the thing that needs to happen.
Which is
We need to challenge Vetrick and fight him.
Right, but are we challenging him and then seeing him the next day, or is the challenge the fight itself? Are we going to his home, kicking his door in and attacking? Are we going to his home, saying hello and attacking? Are we going to his home, saying we'll fight you tomorrow, and then fighting him that night? Or are we saying we'll fight you tomorrow and actually fighting him tomorrow?
right.
Which of the steps do we like?
The tomorrow one's not one that I like.
What about meet us in the arena? If you want to fight, chump.
So tomorrow.
Hey,
Meet us today. I mean, that message could be sent. Yeah.
What if we don't challenge them now? We still challenge them, of course. It needs to be done. But we do as much research as possible on weaknesses. Has that already been done? I know no one's fought him, but we've fought a dragon before. Twice. And we've won.
Didn't we do this whole lore dump to get
you
weaknesses?
fought a dragon twice, X.
You did a legend lore, and you had Haskin find out that she could about weaknesses. She didn't come up with any. Outside of, like,
And the legend
personality
lore
traits.
didn't give us any either. I
Right.
keep trying to find that damn legend lore.
The
and I
legend lore is
cannot
not
find it.
exactly
Has the legend lore.
it's a legend. Most legends don't contain.
Yeah.
Well, some do, but no.
X. Well, you said we did this shit twice. We fought a dragon twice. Please explain.
We might have only done it once. I don't know.
Okay, thank you. That's
We fought a giant
yeah, we fought a dragon and we fought
and
a
then a
dragon.
dragon. So like same levels.
Level city shit.
Oriana says, outside of personality traits, I'm not sure what weaknesses we're going to find. Not many people who even know dragons exist.
Right.
But we can challenge them and we just challenge them and go. But X takes Samson off to the side. Sorry, we'll be right back. I have to discuss something with Samson.
Personal discussions, cool.
Hey, Samson. I promise you this is to the group's benefit, potentially. Hey, Samson.
Oh, why not in front of the group then?
Hey, Samson.
Chris, you're muted.
Yeah. What's up, Alex?
Hey, I feel like the group can use a little encouragement, like one of your little razzle dazzle songs. I think we're doubting ourselves right now. We've been here before. Can you pull something out?
We've been here.
Right. So, this is kind of how. I don't know if you've seen this before. There's this new thing that people are doing with. It's like it's running, it's jumping. There's a ball. They keep score, but you know.
What happened with the jumping of the wall?
Ah, shit. I'm sorry. One second. Give me one second. Sorry, guys.
Exactly.
This clown ass motherfucker.
Sorry. Checking in with the
Oh, yeah.
Can you give me where I was at, Brian?
X asked you to motivate the group somehow.
It doesn't have to be a magical motivation. I just want us to know that we can do this.
All right, guys. We have faced equally as big shit. Probably not as big as this, but we can do it. We don't have a choice.
Just walk away. What is this 57 days thing, by the way?
Yeah, you know, there comes a time in every group's path where the shit just hits the fan. The shit's gonna hit the fan, and we're gonna have umbrellas. Hands in for umbrellas.
What? We're gonna have a what?
Umbrellas for when the shit hits the fan.
I think a poncho would be more protective of us.
I'll just get
Can
out the
you-
room.
I don't know,
Honestly.
Can you put your hand in for the umbrella, Midas?
Can we just leave the room instead?
Samson, I apologize. You can stop. Team, I just no disrespect. I took Samson off to the side to try to encourage us. I feel like we're doubting ourselves, but we're the motherfucking misfits. We have kings and queens and princes that are part of our group. X taps his chest. Sorry, I gotta FaceTime just now. X taps his chest. Hand over it. We are about this life. We slay those that do not exist. We take down those that have yet to become in existence. When things go bump in the night, we bump back.
Midas puts his hand out on Shalora, like when she says that, and he says, let him cook. Let him cook.
Don't you ever forget who you are, Solora. The Sunrise Queen. Samson, the Bard of Legend. Midas.
Only one legend.
Listen. One legend is more than most. Midas, the hot-headed, literally. ASMR. We have all overcome obstacles that we didn't think we'd be able to get through in the past.
Did he just say
I
good
don't
things
know-
about you
I don't
guys
know
and just
if
make a
that's
very
true.
regular observation about me? Well,
What
okay.
didn't I think I could overcome? What are you talking about, X? What does that mean?
Say that again.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Listen, so what have you overcome? So Laura, you left your kingdom to wander the world to learn more about it and yourself.
He didn't hear your question.
We all do that. That's okay. Go ahead. Nope. I like your speech.
Okay. So X brings out his new sword
Was this all for that?
and he
Ooh.
what'd you say?
Nothing. Continue.
X brings out his new sword. He strikes it across the ground. Misty steps 30 feet across the room and then teleports right back. We're the motherfucking misfits.
All right.
Dolores,
Time to go to bed.
Logan claps. That was very good.
I love your enthusiasm.
I've seen many of
It's
those. That was
amazing.
one of the better ones. Still,
We don't have a plan, but
I was gonna
shit, I'm
mention
ready to go,
that.
X.
In front of people or not in front of people?
In
Oh,
front
no,
of
that's the
people.
question. I'm sorry.
There were a few other questions. So in front of people is what we all are thinking here.
In front of the
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Okay, in front of the people. Do the people gather the people for the official challenge, which is actually a surprise attack, or gather the people for the prepared fight? Do we want Vezrik at his seat or down in the stadium with us?
Seat.
In the stadium.
No.
What?
I don't want him to have time to prepare anything else.
He's probably already been preparing, Solar.
Yeah, but I don't want him to prepare any more. If he knows, hey, we're about to fight at this time.
Okay, so X, what's your reason? I mean, she doesn't want him to be able to prepare. What's your reason for having him in the stadium?
Simply put, misfits aren't bitch made. We don't sneak like little.
Oh, interesting.
At night.
Says you. That's so ironic.
No, the literal snakes. Like there's
That is
difference
so fucking
all right, listen,
ironic.
I understand what that sounds like. But there's a difference between me assassinating for a profession and us challenging people outright and sneaking them. We're not those snakes that came to us a few days ago.
I wasn't even talking about them. I'm sorry, man.
No, X. I mean, I get what you're saying and all, but my problem is I don't give a fuck. I just want to win. I want my life.
The
So
other
Exactly.
part is
fuck
how
that
we
shit.
look upon.
I have nothing to prove at all.
X, again, I want to win. X. Fuck that shit. It's not like we're challenging an honorable person here. This is Sethret.
For an
We
honorable
understand what he
reason, like
is.
really.
We understand what and who he is. Let's just get him out the paint the best way we can. And for that, I'm with Solara. She seemed to put up a better argument than you did, even though I fuck with your bravado.
Keep the bravado, sneak attack.
So how are we gonna sneak attack them and challenge them on the spot?
I do think your sneak attack will fail, though.
I mean, I don't think he would be caught totally unawares, but that's still different than saying, "Hey, meet us in the playground at this time," and he can do whatever the fuck he wants to prepare for that. Additionally,
How do you, like X said, how do you suppose we get that done?
okay, so that's where that discussion begins.
You did mention earlier fake fight with the conductor or Theron or an infight.
Or one of the pirates from the guy whose ship we stole. Who was that?
Wow, you forgot his name already.
Wait, Devil Bite. Thank you.
Devil Bite.
Thank you, Logan. For that lightest.
We'll factor in who would you like there when we're fighting a dragon, though. Like, do you want someone that's going to be in the way? Do you want someone that can quickly get themselves out of the way? Do you want an asset?
Theron does have Theron X. There is a reason that Theron X might beef. We have history for something like that to may have occurred. So maybe Theron can challenge X.
Oh, interesting. I'm okay with that. I have to make sure Theron's okay with that, but I'm sure. Plus, he could assist us in the fight.
Exactly. That's what Logan was saying. I just picked up and drew from that and then put it together.
All right.
That sounds good enough for you guys?
Alternatives.
So Theron challenges me, and then we go to kill.
As he's in his seat, we challenge him from his seat.
Well, I was thinking we just attack him from his seat.
Oh, yeah, attack him in the seat.
I like that better.
Because there are folks. There are some of us will already be sitting in the stands.
Okay.
No, we can all just come down. we can all be down.
That's fine.
Here's my
the other part.
One second. I really got to say this is an important point. We've seen what happened when we break rules of this tournament already. What happened? Huh?
I was going to address that, but continue. I would like to hear your entire point.
So what happens if we sneak attack him in the stands, and instead of it being some challenge based off of our terms, a 5-on-5, a 5-on-6, however it look like, what if it becomes us versus the stadium?
Yes, and that was my point. I was going to address that because I felt like that was something important. You along the same lines of thinking. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can call him out as like the dragon and like pretty much. 2 points. So challenge him from the stadium. Wow.
Yes, if we did attack him from his seat, 2 points of order. For one, X, remember that we understood from the young T coming to attack us that the enforcers of these rules of the tournament were the district holders. So the rules are out the window, maybe. But if people still wanted to follow those exact rules, and we can't change them that quickly, then we can. I look at Logan and say, could your district's hobgoblins maintain crowd control for us and make sure they understand that there's only one person we want?
Interesting.
It's a lot of people to control, and it's something that I do think could be done, but it will cast them in a certain light going forward.
Oh, then maybe we don't do that.
I'm fine
Maybe-
with it. I'm sure they'd be fine with it, but that is us essentially choosing the city guard.
Ah,
Choosing what?
The city,
city
guard.
guard.
Yeah. That's true.
That's a choice you're fine with making now. That's fine.
Are
We
we
can
fine
do it.
with making that choice?
I mean, I honestly don't know that I care that much.
I think we open ourselves up to too many variables going about this route team.
So how do you suggest?
Open challenge.
When?
The exact date of the challenge, I don't know. Maybe quicker rather than.
No. How far in advance are we challenging him?
Quick question, DM.
Mhm.
How many days left until he flies off and destroys another town?
Okay, so to revisit that, which Laura asked earlier, but I didn't get a chance to answer. Ren gave you this information, not realizing the situation down here in Sethret. Ren was under the impression that Sethret was still a ruined city, and that Vezrik was simply growing to full strength. He did not know that Vezrik had created society down here, that Vezrik was creating a kingdom of his own. Ren's information was based on the fact that Sethret was a ruined city, and Vezrik would want to rule a living city. That's why he thought Vezrik was going to go to one of the wall cities to take it.
Oh, okay, got it.
And he thought that if Michael became a large enough threat, Vezrik would not run from it, because it would be a challenge here to keep him. But that was all operating under the impression that there was no one here but Vezrik and maybe Michael.
Oh, interesting.
And some scattered underlings of sorts, but he did not know there was a city down here.
Got you. Good to know that Ren's info is off sometimes.
Yeah. Essentially, for a larger point, he did not know this was Vezrik's lair.
Or fuck. That's the other thing.
So we don't have to worry about that.
Can we lure him out of Sethret? Is that possible? Maybe that should be the aim, actually.
Why would
It's
he
not a bad
leave?
idea, but how do you do it?
That's,
Right.
I don't know. Well, he's greedy. I mean, I don't think we could lure him far, but like even like on top of the damn wall.
The walls are rather high, so the fog's not there.
Like if he's greedy, so maybe if like somehow.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys.
I mean, just keeping in mind again that the layer, like he already did something to the water, right? So like, what other layer effects?
I got you guys. I just don't think we can lure him out.
All right, so we challenge him to fight in the ring, but
I think-
again, X, are you saying challenge him beforehand?
Yeah, can we challenge day of the moment of? Is that possible? Because how else will everyone be in the
We
town
just
center?
get him to the arena. Yeah, we have to. Darren attack. Darren challenges X. We decide, hey, this is not the challenge. He yields. You let him free, and you say we'll challenge Vezrik while we're down here. Since we're here, we came to give the audience a show. Vezrik, would you like to step up?
Oriana says, no, rather Logan says, I don't see the point in the formality. If we have him in the seat, he's not expecting us to hit him. We should hit him. I don't see the point of saying, hey, come down here and defend yourself.
Okay, so we hit him. All right, that's fine. We'll definitely need your hobgoblins probably then for crowd control.
That's fine.
I know you said
I
this.
just
You
wanted
would
to-
love to have the city guard, wouldn't you, Logan? Tool of or what's it called, whatever he called himself of bias. It scares me.
He gives you like a
Whoa,
dead-eyed
bias.
stare.
He gives you what?
Like a dead-eyed stare. I'm no one's tool. Minus.
Hey, what'd you call yourself then? You said you're something of bias.
I
You say
didn't
he
call
uses you?
myself anything. He uses people.
I didn't mean to disrespect you and call you a tool. I just meant to repeat what you said, and I just forgot the word you used.
Understood.
Oh.
I'm fine
yes.
with them being the city guard. I trust them to do it. If
Okay.
they even be that. It won't... We're not making any formal declarations of governance here. It's just that once they become the Misfits chosen people to defend the Misfits, that doesn't go away.
Got you.
Wait, why do you trust them?
I live with them.
I mean, he's done damage, and they have kind of accompanied him and protected at certain
Oh,
points.
really?
Yeah, they walk with him a lot. He has a little guard that comes with him around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Logan's district's the only one that does that.
Yeah, he's gonna say they are the only society.
It's very obvious.
They're not
Wait, what? How did you win them over?
Well, I killed the clan leader, and I killed the next three
Oh,
up.
right.
They are a society. They're not random people in the same area. They are clan.
Right. I forgot we went over that before.
So as a clan, I trust them because they are simply one already. There's no divided loyalties in that.
Okay.
Like the young drow.
All right, so Oriana says, okay, so we challenge Theron, or Theron challenged X. We all are there for the fight. Theron bows out, or Theron does. We're all there. Everyone's there. The fight's announced to begin. We attack Vezerick.
Correct.
Who has the ability to attack him from afar?
Samson probably has the best ability.
Do we care about collateral?
Nope.
I don't think we. I think we should a bit.
Well,
unless if we think the hobgoblins can hold them all back, sure. But I think attacking people in the crowd would probably give them a harder job.
No, I definitely don't think we should attack people in the crowd directly.
Oh, I don't mean.
No, but
I mean, like, are we like? Is Samson going to throw a fireball at Vezerick?
Oh.
I don't think he's going to. I think Samson's preferred mode is Eldritch Blast, and he uses that far thing with the Eldritch Blast. He can go up to 240.
I mean, I also have ranged weapons, and
I mean, I could hit it about 240 too. And yes, you do have ranged weapons and spells.
So let me just spitball it here. We're in the arena. Conduct their announcements begin. Those who can have bows and long-range attacks attack Vezerick. They hit.
Yes.
Vezerick gets up, begins making his way down here. Do we wait for him to clear the crowd,
No.
or do we continue to pelt?
Continue to pelt.
Well, now, whoa. I know these people don't care about being our people now, but they will become our people.
I mean, then you just have to be a little more specific with your attacks. Like,
no fireballs and no...
I'm not throwing fireballs, guys.
Okay. I just wanted to see what the rules of engagement are.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but he also might use that
I'm
to his
throwing
advantage.
I'm not throwing fireballs either. I'm throwing Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Right, but if he sees that we're trying to be more sniper-like with our attacks, he might stay in the crowd for that reason.
I've seen a lot of arrogant people fight. They don't like to hide amongst the populace. If he is as arrogant as they come, we should be okay on that.
Oh, okay.
And if he's not, we can just call it out for what it is. Cowardice.
Coward, exactly. Clear the space around Vezerick, the coward.
The dragon.
The dragon coward.
I think maybe...
Drag on.
Maybe at some point, should we, like, announce this? Like, so people aren't just like, oh, fucking him unawares. It was awful. Because I'm sure someone will say that.
Are you fucking talking about announcing his Vezerick the dragon so we can fucking attack him? Are we sitting here going to the minutia of shit?
No. I'm saying once the first attack is made. Once the first attack is made.
Well, we do have the conductor. Oh, yeah, the conductor we can use for some of these messages.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, he's an opportunist, so you gotta be careful with his ass. But yes. Or you mean custodian?
Conductor.
No,
Sure.
definitely the custodian's not doing that.
The conductor hopefully will seize the moment and sway the crowd.
Yes.
If he thinks we have a chance to win.
Well, until we start losing, I think we're okay.
Do you think he knows he's a dragon?
That'd be surprising. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't know. Logan says, well, I think it's a solid plan. Are we keeping Theron around for the fight?
Yes. Why not? He use his hand, his sword. It's a trusty sword.
Yes.
And for all else fails, we'll dive bomb him with a flying ship.
I don't know how we do that.
No, it's okay,
Critical
guys.
Role reference.
Haha. We saw how that went though, so
Yeah, that was an archmage though. They timed it bad. Logan says, I think we have a plan.
All right. We
Come
know
on.
what's the plan. Yes, it's definitely not happening right now. Bedtime.
Is
It's
it
bedtime, baddies.
Because I want to go speak with
Your cloak.
my cloak. Yeah.
are you gonna ask them to join us?
I'll give them the option, the opportunity, but I don't want them to feel like I invited them here to do things other than what they're meant to do.
Yeah, makes sense. Lift up your arms.
Oriana says, I'll have Haskins send word that Theron has made a formal challenge.
Let me quickly talk to Darren. Like.
Let me know. So if everything is thumbs up, is this a tomorrow event?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no point in waiting, I guess.
Wait, nope. Did anybody have points of exhaustion on them? Let me just make sure of that.
Did anyone?
Wow, Alpha.
No, we
no
took
one,
a long
no one
rest.
stayed up. Yeah, no one stayed up.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right. Thanks. Just meant to make sure.
Too
All right.
much critical
Yep,
role.
tomorrow's the thing.
All right. Okay, so when everyone has checked back in, we'll send out Haskin with that news. And tomorrow we kill a dragon.
Lord.
Oh. And then after this shit, guys, I need a fucking break. My stress levels are really high. We've been doing a whole fucking lot. If we make it through this shit, I just want to fucking sit down, eat some soup.
I was thinking
Take a
like
break.
40 days, like maybe a solid month.
X is looking at Samson like, can you believe who's talking?
I know. Solora is also looking like, is he for real? Yeah.
Samson is he's not gonna fight him. Yeah, you're right, man.
Maybe you should rest separately, so this way we can't get dragged into anything.
You dragged in like a dragon. Got you. I got that. Fine.
Oh, drag on.
Is that French for dragon?
What is French? What does that mean?
Drag on. Oh, yes. Is that elf for dragon? No,
If the Dreadnought proved anything, French exists in this world.
No, the Dreadnought
As a
for
French accent.
Creole.
Exactly.
I mean, French has to exist. If Creole exists, French has to exist.
It does have to exist.
Creole is a mixture of different languages.
We're gonna move on. Logan gets up and says, I'm going to talk to some people in my district and get some things in order. See you all tomorrow.
Should we meet here for breakfast?
Absolutely.
All right.
And he gets up and he heads out.
Awesome. Before, all right. As he leaves, or after he leaves, let some time pass and says to the group,
Oh, well, Solaris about to get up too. So
"Wait, we'll sit right there."
Did you want to wait for Orion to leave as well, or?
No. Orion can stay.
All right, go ahead.
I want to let the group know I will say this in front of Logan, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't hurt his feelings. But seeing as though he is a liability, do we want him in this battle?
yes.
He can use his sword, but we might have to put his ass underwater until Buzzard gets down there. So I don't think Logan can attack at range. And shit, he can get hit from range.
Maybe we should just have Logan waiting in the. Actually, yeah.
He kind of.
It'll be the water
out.
traffic.
Okay.
He what?
I'm about to say we can't put him in the crowd. I thought you were going to say the crowd.
No, I was gonna say the underwater structure.
I see.
Yeah, he can sit in the structure, just
But
right under,
I'm
right
being-
under, and ready to come out. That's all.
We'll just keep an eye. If he gets too many attacks, we gotta give him some. Wherever he stands, no one else stand there.
We can't control what we get
Or
from him.
predict.
That's why I said wherever he is, just make sure you don't
Keep your
stand by
fucking
him.
distance.
Yeah, you stay away from him because we never know when.
And eventually gets a very large target. There's nothing else. So the Bloody Nine would focus right in on that.
Do you guys mind if I just stay here tonight? No
Yep.
point in going to my own district.
No, haven't turned your room into a gym yet. So.
This might be our last night together, so
Oh yeah.
friendship. And Midas, he's gonna cast his last sending off, and he's gonna say, Caldo, can you hold it down in the district tonight? I'll be back tomorrow.
Of course, think nothing of it. Everything will be fine.
Thank you. Oh, he can't say thank you. He says thank you at the end of what he asks him.
Okay.
Alright. Fuck.
So X heads to his cloak. What are you saying to them, X?
Yeah. Hey, team. Two things. First thing is this. The Light of the Lost members will be arriving soon. I wanted one of you to. Does anyone have capabilities of reading minds?
Reading minds. Let me see what kind of spell this is.
Midas wants to do one thing before the night.
I don't think any of them are the right kind of spellcaster for that.
Can we retcon something really quickly?
Probably not, but what do you want?
I was going to tell the group that I'm going to give the cloak, my medallion of thoughts for the time being, but not for long. Just letting them know.
That's not a retcon. That's an addition. You can do that.
Okay, I'll let them know later on. All right, go ahead.
But no, one says, well, nah, X, none of us can do that.
All right. So it's an important matter. While we're combining with these new members that are joining the Light of the Lost, I think it's very imperative that we also make sure that they don't have any ulterior motives or anything that can cause harm to the group that we're forming now, and us reuniting. So with that being said, I can't do this because I don't want to break the trust of this group that I'm forming, but I would like for one of you to read their minds, to interrogate them gently, to make sure that they're not a threat to us. And with that, I would like to hand off my medallion of thoughts that will allow you to read their minds. 9, it'll be best for you to hold this as the leader of the group.
Nine takes it, and she looks at you and she says, "So to be clear, you don't want to violate the new group's trust, but you want me to."
I think it comes off as a way where what I'm looking for is, as someone who has experience in dealing with this matter, you just want to make sure that no one's trying to be a traitor to you.
I understand the
Yeah,
caution.
and if done with tact, I think that it could be done in a way that's respected from the group and not looked at in any other way.
Are you planning on ever telling them this happened?
No. Are you ever planning on telling them what happened?
No, but you are the one concerned about respectability here and opinions of people.
I hear what you're saying.
I will spy for you, X. It's fine.
Yeah, it's this group I'm walking with now, the Misfits. They've taught me to not be so trusting of others. I was so excited to find a group to support me that I hopped on the first chance. But if we're all in this knowing that our goal is to defeat the Black Quarter and move on, I'm good with that. I just want to make sure there's no snakes within the house.
And to be clear, we're only minding the thoughts of these new light of lost folks, not your misfits.
Not the Misfits, no. And I ask that we keep that and respect that.
Well, you have asked.
Yeah. I have asked.
He nods.
Thank you.
Nine puts on the medallion and says, "I will take some time to attune."
So I'm giving it to you now because I don't know when they'll arrive because of whatever
Fog.
that damage from the wind has done to their journey.
Well, whenever they arrive, point them out to us and we'll recon.
Oh, we're all going to have a meeting together as I introduce the group.
All right. Well, when that happens, we'll be ready.
Sounds good. Thank you for this, Nine. The other question. We will be challenging someone tomorrow. X leans in, tells everyone to lean in with him, and whispers Vezric's name.
Mm-hmm.
Would any of you care to join that battle?
Before anyone can answer, Nine says, "No, we're not fighting that for you."
Figured I'd ask.
We'll attend.
The support means a lot.
One says, "Now don't you go out there and get killed, all right? You can get out of there. We can get out of here."
Solid.
And Nine parrots that and says, "Seriously, X, don't die for them. If the fight's lost, the fight's lost."
I'm laughing because I'm like, man, if Salora heard this, noted.
And
thank you for the care. We're concerned.
one says, "Well, there's not many of us left now that we of our ill repute in the Black Order now, like yourself. So there's not. There's only 11 of us, I suppose."
But with that, I'll be on my way, team. Have to rest up for tomorrow's occasion.
Good luck, X.
Much appreciated.
And as you're heading out, 2 comes out behind you, and she says, "Can you win?"
It's going to be a tough battle, to be honest. But this wouldn't be our first time going up against a dragon.
You once told me not to take a fight I couldn't win. I knew it would be a tough fight.
This will be a tough fight.
Well, tell me it's different.
And this is different because this is partly my responsibility. This leader has no reason being here. And he's only here now because of an error that I made in my part. You just heard Nine in there talking about honor and respectability. This is something that I have a personal duty to handle.
She nods and she says, "You also once told me to give up before I die. I hope you remember that too."
X goes in for a hug. Yeah.
Very hesitant, but she accepts the hug.
And again, I thank you for your care and concern.
"If you die, I'll kill you." And she goes inside. As X makes his way back, Midas wanted to do a thing. Midas, you are muted.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
You want to do a thing before we close?
Yes. So Myers reaches into his bag and he pulls out the book that Mir let him borrow, and he just wants to look up everything that he can on Baez, and then like all the context Baez had, and see if any of them are in there. He wants to look up
If any who are in.
Kalul, and then Mikhail if possible.
A roll investigation.
All right. I'm gonna roll it with guidance.
Okay.
Come on, give me something high. Guidance. I ain't got none of my special shit anymore. Used all that up. 18.
Okay, so you begin researching your book. I think you have previously looked for Baez in this.
Yeah, I think I have.
So you do once again locate Baez. No mention of Kalul in this. Known associates. Michael is not a known associate of Baez, and Michael is also listed in this book of Archmages. And just from doing some knowing to look for cross references, you are finding that their paths have crossed a few times.
Okay.
Generally, and the book's not, of course, a full autobiography or anything, but large magical events, conflicts or otherwise, it seems they have both been in attendance.
Who's that?
Baez and
and
Michael.
Yeah.
Seems the greater magical conflicts have drawn them both towards them. Though the book isn't exactly clear on whose side or if they were allies or opponents or anything like that. It's just kind of like, and they both have the same feat listed for having attended this thing. But that's what you pull down off an 18 on this.
And anything in the book about Kalul?
Nothing about him.
At all.
At all.
That motherfucker Michael's real name is Kalul, and that's why he didn't want to give me that shit. Wow.
That's
it might not be the only reason. Michael Kalul.
All right. Well, we will call it a session there, everybody.
Just but next time before Solar goes to sleep, she wants to do some things, but we can wait till next session.
Okay. Good session, everybody.
Interesting session.
Yeah.
Yo, Michael's Kalul, yo.
It's funny that you said that because I was literally gonna ask my grandmother who this colorful person is.
So after.
I'm going to.
Damn, so Baez is fucking loaded. I thought I thought he was a little heavy hitter. Like, oh, he's an archmage. He's powerful.
No.
He's something different.
Well, when you met him, he was a teacher in the Magic District.
That's true. I mean, but I feel like a lot of archmages could be teachers in Magic District.
Right.
That's just a teacher. And he got chumped too. Bull was like, yo, get out of here by Davina's teacher.
Yeah, Davina met the headmaster.
But he's not even a headmaster. He was just a teacher.
He was teaching in the magical thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that doesn't allude to anything.
Exactly. Like, yo, why aren't you letting this motherfucker who probably learned the magic that you pretty much kind of disseminated, that you
telling him to get out of here, like,
and he telling you to get out of here, and you like, all right, my bad. But that's kind of how Mice wants to be with the what's it called? He wants to just be inconspicuous, like not important.
Yeah, I think if I remember the rundown that the headmaster gave Davina was that Baez was very powerful, very knowledgeable, but only did what he wanted to when he wanted to. So he was a bad teacher and a bad faculty member, I suppose you could put it.
He had tenure though. He had tenure.
Right.
Can't get him out of there with ease.
Okay. I like the plan you guys came up with. I didn't want to. I was like, okay, if one of them pitch it, that'd be great. But I thought that was the best way to go about it. A fake fight with somebody else.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, gonna be exciting. It's been
Is this the end of a 4-year campaign, or?
Yes, let's end it here.
Y'all could get wiped, but
Eno is ready. Quinn is ready. Hutcher is ready. One of those three are ready.
It's definitely going to be exciting. I mean, if nothing else, you guys have the solar flare is in the pocket.
Yeah.
Midas has his.
That'd be cool if Grandma showed up.
That would be. Oh my god! Now I just want to dive right off so she could join the fight.
Yeah, you're gonna end up with a fucking sand desert.
Oh, this is so interesting.
You got that. You got Midas's channeling. So he'll pop back up at least a few times if he gets knocked deaders.
We call it Channeling, okay? Chanel.
Oh boy.
Coco Channeling.
Oh,
this is a perfect time for me to get that amulet, man.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah. And it's a perfect time for my Brian to nerf Midas's channel pop up.
Right.
No, we did that a little while ago, so it's
already out the
where
way.
it needs to be. Yeah.
I mean, it's the first time he'll use it. Since nerf for nothing.
Yeah.
And Greg just snuck out. He didn't even say, yo, peace, y'all. He's like, y'all motherfuckers talking too much. I got some editing to do.
But he didn't want to talk. I don't think he wanted to open the conversation of his cloak being like, yo, leave those motherfuckers.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
They really said ghost on like, ain't going well, just get out of there.
I don't want to say it's a ghost, simply like, yo, like, don't die
for them. Because I heard if it ain't going well, I mean, gotta...
If you have lost, is what they said.
No, that's not what they said.
They said, look,
that's not what they said.
They was like, look, the conductor's going to turn against them and help our Vasek, so you might as well join the conductor. Your team losing. Just,
They said, if you can get out of there, we can get you out of here. Like, we could, like...
Yeah, if you can,
it was like, look, just don't throw away your shot, X. Don't throw away your shot.
Exactly.
So look, man, if you want to scoot, we'll scoot with you, bro. Just get to the crowd.
Exactly.
Yeah. But again, if like pretty much like if they're getting murdered, if they're dead, don't fucking fight the dragon. Don't fight Vedrick by yourself. Stupid.
That I think they were saying leave a little earlier than that.
Well, they know X is going to leave earlier than that. It's just one of those like don't die for a lost cause.
It was like, look, if any of them fall down and just scrape their knee, even if they get back up, just leave.
Any damage taken at all. You're out of there.
It's like, listen,
If you can't flawless
you don't know when the bloody
victory,
nine's going to go. It could be one. It could be one.
Exactly.
It could be a 1 on the D100. So
it's not gonna be
just
one.
walk out.
So what would mean at 1 hit point he changed?
It could be a 100 on the D100.
It could be a 100 exactly.
Well, that's no fun. So don't worry about that.
But he just loses 30 hit points.
I mean, it could be fun
Bro.
depending on your perspective. Like
I know.
that could be lots of fun.
Not very fun for me as having to orchestrate things. It doesn't tell a good story too if he turns like at the first hit.
It tells a good story.
Not really.
I feel like this Logan character probably has like 250 hit points. So
He has a lot of hit points.
that's what I'm saying. So for him to get down to 100.
I don't know about 250 because he went one of them turtles, and that was pretty quick.
The turtles
Also true.
jacked him up, man. They had a lot of attacks, and they threw a lot. There's like 10, 12 attacks that hit him, almost in
about to go
one
rewatch
turtle
that fight.
spin. Because
I'm about to
they were
rewatch that fight.
fucking him up, man. It was bad.
Oh,
He won that though, so no worries on that.
and Logan said he had crowns with an S, plural.
Yeah, I guess he did. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
People like strong people to lead, man.
People like showing people what?
To lead them.
But multiple crowns? That's interesting.
North is a very interesting place.
I wonder if we'll ever make it to Craig.
No. I don't think you will.
That ship is long since sailed.
No, I just think like there will always be something more pressing than the unopened storylines of Crackhammer.
Why were we going there to begin with?
I don't know.
Wayne had shit else to do.
To get the dragon, no, to get something crafted into something. The dragon scale things to craft it into something else, like earrings or handhelds you can use or something like that.
Really?
It was for crafting, yeah.
Oh.
I just want to take Besric's skin and get it crafted into like some plated boxers from Midas.
Boxers,
Not even armor. Oh, interesting. Okay.
No boxers.
does not
Because he's
sound...
gonna walk around naked with boxers on.
Okay.
You see this? This is Black
Cool.
Dragon.
During your 40-day vacation.
Black Dragon. He cut off Besric's head, hollow it out, and then put it on. And just walk around with his head on.
Well, that's gonna be way too big. First of all.
I want to put his Dragonborn head on.
If he dies, it won't be a dragon.
I know. Turn that into a bed. Take his tongue and make it a bed.
Super excited for this fight.
Yeah, I feel like Midas is gonna die, but that's okay.
Right.
I mean, it's at this point, it's very hard to kill Midas.
At
You
this
can't
point,
kill
what?
the undead.
It's very hard to kill Midas at
oh.
this point because he has that
Right.
channeling.
Can Diego show up?
Can Diego show up and will Diego show
You
up?
guys aren't that cool. I wouldn't bank on Warlock's
Diego's not showing up.
patron into.
You know what we should have done?
interference. What's that?
We should have waited an extra day or two and see if Assad could send us some BB enhanced
Yeah,
for the fight.
That is quite the asset. You guys just choose not to use.
Yeah, we're not fighting tomorrow. At breakfast.
So Laura can send us BB enhanced because she has some shits too.
Well, that's true. But either way, somebody. I
Like,
don't have.
you
a way
don't have
get
to
the
ask
message
Assad
there.
that.
So Laura has the raw, uncut BBs.
No, we have.
I thought they were studying together, like so
They're
they can
studying
share
together and
share
they
the
get-
science so
get to
they can-
buy.
No, we did also get some
Okay,
You definitely have,
Clear-
free-form stuff.
like okay, can we be clear right here, right? But this is what I'm saying, Brian.
Mhm.
They're studying together, right? Which she can buy the raw uncut stuff, right? Which means that she can they can create the things that they make because they study together. They understand the science behind it.
correct,
That's where I'm
correct.
going.
The catch to that is that those studies are not forbidden in Faust, but not supported in Faust. So all the people who can make it are in Bavaria right now.
So
All
you
the
telling me
research
they
is
in the
on
jungles
the
of Faust? Like this is
No one's-
Narcos. This is Narcos.
Yeah, everything getting sent
they
back
fucking, like-
is being sent to a secret location no one knows about except those
Yo,
who need
yo,
to
Michelle,
know
yo,
about
you really a
it.
narco? That's
mean,
crazy. You
See,
smuggling
the
drugs.
Sunrise Kingdom has a secret stockpile they're building.
Yo, Michelle, I don't want you gotta watch like at least 3 episodes of Narcos just so you
No.
can understand what you're doing right now. You in the middle
No.
of the fucking jungles and build out cocaine paste and shit. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know if they put it in the jungle, but yeah, it is an in the know situation happening.
That's fucking
So
hilarious.
Okay,
while
actually,
Solor just had assets there, but pulling them from Faust is difficult.
well, that's why I said we can ask Assad because
Yeah.
Assad got somebody that can. He has Jericho or whatever. Who?
Sir
Someone who can-
Hey,
Jericho
go
Jerry
back.
has-
Crow. That shit's hilarious. Jerry Crow.
Yes, it
So-
is possible for him to do that.
Yeah,
Since you
Solar's
asked.
proposing that at breakfast that we pause and get some weaponry of epic proportion. Is this Nishan? Did Nishan just come in?
This is Greg. All my stuff crashed.
Huh?
We wrapped up. You saw all your stuff
know.
crashed?
I wanted to ask, does it look really bad with X asking the Black Order to do that?
Dog, it was once again super weird for me. I'm like, what is he doing? Why does he keep doing this? Because the reason I think it looks bad is because you gave all the reasons why someone shouldn't do it. They said, hey, but you guys do it for me.
All right, so maybe I didn't explain it good enough, but
I think you
they
did.
already don't know each other. I've been technically working with them for months, but I've never like looked into their background. It was just this gentleman's handshake that I'm going to trust you, you trust me.
Mhm.
So they don't know them. So what I meant to say was, the story can be that 9 is Larry with who she partners with. And for them to be working so closely together, she just has to have a. So I actually wanted her to let them know, like, I will interrogate you.
She
with
asked you
this.
that. She said, are you going to tell them this is going to happen? And you said no.
Oh no. Sorry. I thought you were saying, am I going to tell them that I set them up to do it?
No, she meant, are you going to tell them I'm using an item to read their minds?
Oh yeah. No. I want them to know that.
Oh, what? Man.
I
That's not-
misunderstood. I really did misunderstand. So I got to go back. We got to retcon that.
No, you got
No.
plenty of time to explain that properly. They're not showing up before this fight. You guys,
Yeah, I just don't know with you, Brian. I had to make sure it was done.
they're not showing up. I thought they cannot get through the fog. They are stuck in transit. They will be here after the fight at some point. You're good. But to clarify, you did not explain that correctly at all, and explaining it correctly still makes it interesting. Just, it's a very interesting conversation to have.
I thought it was a good move.
It's an interesting move. I mean, it
Thought
makes
about it
sense.
yesterday at a photo shoot.
It makes sense. I mean, I don't know that you need to have an official interrogation session.
No. Oh Lord, where they at?
What did you lose?
Fucking lying.
You okay over there, Greg?
I hope so. You fucking.
So he asked the Black Order
Mhm.
to read this other group's mind, and the Black Order was like, somebody from Black Order, I guess it was 9 probably,
Yeah.
was like, I don't like that you asked me to do this.
Well, no, because Axe was like, yo, I want to bring these two groups together. I haven't taken the time really to see if I can trust them. But, it doesn't look good for someone to, be invasive in someone's mind. And I wouldn't want to set the wrong first impression. So you guys do it for me. And he hands him the item to do it with. And 9 was like, wait, but you just gave all the reasons why it wouldn't be cool to do that, but you want us to do it.
I understand X. I completely understand him.
From my perspective, it was kind of like, all right, I'm the leader of this. It wouldn't look good for the leader to be going around reading their minds, but like, it would make sense for like, not the leader to do that.
I mean,
No,
well,
it,
it's also
therein
like-
lies, go ahead.
to me, it's more so like, hey, I went to Penn State, right? I met you guys, right? But I didn't know you that well. I met you, I didn't know you that well. And if I'm like, yo, one of my Penn State boys is coming down to visit me or whatever, or maybe the whole crew, and I'm like, yo, I want to be cool with all of them, but I need one of y'all to do some sneaky shit for me. I can't do it because it's gonna fuck up everything. But if y'all do it, it's already like we don't trust each other. We need to check you out. And afterward, it's like, okay, we can grow and trust each other. But if I do it, it's like y'all never gonna trust me. This is a new person that's like, okay, we got to make sure that y'all are safe.
That's why she asked, "Is this anything you're ever going to tell them that happened?"
Yeah, I'll let them know. Like,
because for
so
her,
remember,
like,
I really thought you were saying something different, Brian. I thought you were saying like I put this in motion. Like, are you going to tell them
That's
that
what I
you
thought,
told
too.
us to do this?
Her thing was, if this is a secret thing that you want us to secretly do, why does it matter if we do it instead of you doing it? That was her side eye. Was like, well, why can't you just do it yourself then?
I'm happy.
Well, you can't press further in with what's it called?
You can. It's the full spell.
No, you can, and
No.
They're not going to.
Once you press further in, they know.
Yeah, it alerts them.
So that's why X can't do it. If she decides to press further, or if they have a reason to press further in, X can't do that. He can't press further in, but she can.
Well, X didn't ask. X needs to have a further conversation because X isn't asking, deep dive. He's asking,
okay,
check the
surface.
So,
okay.
yeah, that they perceived it, it was okay. Keep an overwatch on their thoughts, not
gotcha.
Sit here. Who do you work for? Where your loyalties lie? Da da da.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but again, like her initial issue was, this has gone from we to we're doing the dirty work again. Okay, cool. Give me the thing. We'll do it.
Okay.
It's like, I thought we were building something. You're building something. Okay, give me the item. That's fine. I'll do it.
Oh shit.
I thought when she said, "Are you gonna let them know this happened?" I thought she meant like this discussion.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, that's
kind of how I heard it.
She did not care about the discussion. She cared about. She was trying to figure out why there was being a hierarchy defined. It's like, oh, got you.
Interesting.
There was a hierarchy in what X was saying.
That's how she took it.
Yeah, like
so how she took
as,
it and how
as
we
the
took
leader,
it,
I can't be perceived not trusting that group.
Oh,
no,
as
was
the
like,
leader. I'd have been like as the person that the liaison, the person that goes between you guys. You says the leader X.
No, he didn't say the leader per se.
It was implied though.
Yeah, it was like, look, I'm putting this together. I'm bringing these two groups together. I can't be perceived not to trust both groups, but that group cannot trust that group. So go ahead and play it that way.
I mean,
it makes perfect strategic sense. It makes perfect sense.
But it could be a leader, or it could be like I'm the person who brought us together, but that doesn't necessarily make me a leader. I know both of you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the middleman.
He is the leader. That's perfectly fine. It's okay that he's the leader. That is what the situation is. But it's not going to ruin
I'm
their
leading
lives
on this front, guys, but I don't lead the group.
But think about it like this. I did say to her,
I'm leading this meeting.
I said to her, I was too excited about getting groups to support my cause that I didn't really do the necessary background on them.
Yeah, I mean, you gave all the right things. None of your all your reasoning makes perfect sense. It's not a logic issue for her. It is a it's like if the group asked you to go assassinate someone. Like, you don't do that anymore. You're not trying to do that anymore. So you're giving wet work to the people who aren't doing wet work anymore. Like, your whole pitch to them was, good things, making positive changes, rebuild the world.
Oh shit.
Yeah. All right. So this is so interesting because this was really for me and for them. Like, I don't want them going into anything that can cause them harm.
This is not a big schism or a big, relationship fracturing issue. It's just, for 9, it is a personal, I didn't really like that, but it makes sense, so I'm going to do it.
Yo. It would be interesting that if Mikkel is really Khalul, because he said he couldn't, he had a hard time seeing him. That's when Mikkel was a lich. I wonder if he can see him now.
Oh, Diego?
Mikkel, Khalul, and then you said, there you go.
I said Diego?
Yeah, Diego. Yeah. And then the other part is like, yo, Kalu, that's crazy.
But yeah, that is crazy that when I remember when he had the whole thing about names.
Uh-huh.
So
The other part too is like Davina said. I'm like, yo, if this motherfucker's Kalu, I wonder if what Davina said still counts. If he
What's that?
cares.
counts about what?
Like,
Fighting
oh,
him?
don't do this or whatever, because you can return it that whatever. I don't know if this motherfucker's Kalu. Like, I don't need you, Davina. I'm Kalu out here, motherfucker.
I mean, we'll see where that thread takes you guys. It's a fascinating theory.
I'm wondering how like if any of this how this applies to like that whole like land sea war thing. It was just like who that dethroned grandparents, the pirates.
Oh, way back in the day?
Yeah. It seemed like they predate this whole thing. Like all of it.
They your grandparents or they the
Baez and what you call it predate all of
Baez
them.
and
So I'm just curious their roles in like
in the big major events.
Juvencijos.
Yeah.
That's what we call them now.
What's that?
Juvencijos.
What is that?
Juven sons in Spanish.
All right, y'all. I'm done.
All right.
All right, guys. Till next session.
Yeah.
I won't be here next week.
What's next week?
Oh.
Amsterdam.
You going to Amsterdam?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Don't be up in a red light district getting things. Wrap it up, Greg. Don't roll it up. I mean, Brian, you rolling your eyes and shit. You don't know. He's single.
Yo, I'll be honest. I didn't even know the red light district when people talked about it was exactly what it is. I'm like, oh, here's a dope spot. Party a little bit. Somebody was like, prostitution is legal there. I'm like, what? Sorry, sex
like,
work.
yes. I need to upgrade my money that I'm taking
It's like, so
by
this budget is,
$500. I'll take 500
I need
more.
to adjust my budget.
Greg, I'm gonna get all my kinks out.
This is a good time.